Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is October 8th, 2018, and let me give a shout out to my man Ken Johnson. He wanted me to play that CeeLo Green Crazy. It's off that Gnarls Barkley album. Such a classic album. That guy is a talented individual. What's good, people? It's Monday. I know it's Monday, but let's get up. Let's get going here. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to be talking about two topics that caught my eye this morning. One being one of my up-and-coming favorite third-generation blockchains, Tron. They're up like 11% just this morning. And we're going to talk about why here in a second. And then secondly, man, the haters, they gon' hate, people. They gon' hate. Bitfinex landed a new partnership with one of the biggest banks globally. So we're going to take a look at that as well. But first, let's take a look at that market cap. We're currently sitting at $220 billion for the global market cap for cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin's dominance is at 52%. Actually, guys, earlier this morning, we saw a nice little pop in Bitcoin and the altcoins as well. They gained more than Bitcoin in this run up, but Bitcoin's up 1% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum's up 2.3%. Bitcoin Cash up 2.5%, and EOS up 3%. And let's see where Tron is. Up 7% right now, but over the last 7 days up 20%, guys. So it's moving up. It's trying to take out Monero for 10th place there, and I'm just be honest with you, I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. So we got to keep an eye out on Tron. That's my new project, man. I really like that. I bought some last week, and I'm going to buy some as we rise in this market here. Looks like we've broken out of the wedge. That was the top part of the wedge was 6,600. Let's see if we can sustain that, because we didn't really, I mean, we broke out of it, but it's not, you know, we got to see maybe 6 or 7 bars above this 6,600 area. I'm looking at this Bitcoin chart off of Bitstamp, and this is the 1 hour chart. So I want to see about 6 or 7 hours above this 6,600 area. If we can't do that, then we're going to head back further down to possibly test this 65 region, which is the trend line currently that I have drawn here. So let's just see what happens there. But the altcoins are doing amazing this morning. So first article out of CryptoVest says here, Tron awakens after Odyssey 3.1 update announcement. It says Tron prices have perked up after the Tron project announced the upgrade to Odyssey 3.1, promising the launch of distributed apps on the network. After a relatively long spell of sitting around the 2-cent level, TRX is on the rise in recent days. The bullish news supporting the coin include its recent introduction of new fiat pairs, as well as the launch of its new version of Tron Odyssey 3.1. The update is seen as a key milestone to the launch of distributed apps on the Tron network. The project promises to offer a superior ecosystem to Ether and also EOS with even cheaper transactions and resources. Tron founder Justin Sun tweeted here, based on community consensus, Tron will be upgrading to Odyssey 3.1 at 8 p.m. SGT. The Tron committee function and TVM will go live, marking the start of the smart contract era. And I think, guys, the TVM that he's referencing here in this tweet, I think is the virtual machine protocol for Tron that again is going to usher in that smart contract ability. Tron will be 200, listen to this, guys, Tron will be 200 times faster than Ethereum and 100 times cheaper versus EOS. dApp developers and users, this one is for you. And this was put out this morning, guys. So it says here, Sun also noted the shift in TRX sentiment and the relatively robust climb in prices. The asset is just a small step away from entering the top 10 list of coins as Monero slides. I just said that. So the article says here, as of this morning, TRX prices rose to 2.7 cents, up almost 11% in 24 hours. Trading volume gradually expanded to above 350 million over the same period. And for now, TRX trading is mostly concentrated on Binance, but the fiat pairs introduced on Bitfinex may also affect the overall price. The coin also sees 39% of its trading volume happening against USDT. And right now, with Bitcoin prices stagnant around 6,500, TRX is relatively independent, possibly set to claim higher levels. TRX accounts for 3.3% of all crypto trading, a relatively large share for an altcoin. And while not leading in Twitter comments, it is still present at the top 10. The Tron network has reached 463,000 total accounts, surpassing EOS with 358,000 total accounts. Tron is also getting more mainstream attention with mentions by NASDAQ and Investopedia. Traders see TRX as underpriced as it is still 91% under its record highs, while other coins have recovered positions. It is possible that the rise in TRX prices will not lead to immediate selling either, as the asset is used in voting and reward distribution. With expectations of higher prices, owners may decide to hold and accumulate coins with the ecosystem. Man, this is great news. You guys let me know, what do you think about Tron? Slowly, it's a sleeping giant, slowly getting bigger. Initially, the reason why I never covered Tron was because it was all white paper, and this was in the middle of the 2017 bubble mania. They were worth so much with nothing. It was just a white paper, so I stayed away. They've shown improving, and they're doing their thing now, and I definitely, as I stated, I bought some last week, and I'm going to continue to accumulate in this move up. But what do you guys think about Tron? Is it better than EOS? I'm still an EOS fan, number one, but number two has got to be Tron as far as blockchain 3.0 projects. Like, this is the evolution out of Ethereum into these more robust systems that I think you'll see be used with dApps that you will consider mainstream in here in 2019 and 2020, really 2020, 2021. I think you'll start to see dApps really hit mainstream with both of these platforms, EOS and Tron. But you guys let me know your thoughts on that. I would definitely love to know, how do you feel about Tron moving up? Do you own any? I'm not giving advice, but I'm just saying this is a great token to at least look at, and then make your own decision after doing your research on it and comparing it to the other ones. So CCN, next article. Major crypto exchange Bitfinex obtains banking partner in HSBC. Will it last, they say? Well, they got to add that little spin on it. It says here on October 6th, Larry Cermak, head analyst at The Block, reported that the leading crypto exchange Bitfinex obtained a banking partner in HSBC, a $133 billion banking giant based in London. He says here, Bitfinex is now banking with HSBC through a private account of Global Trading Solutions. It's also worth mentioning that all euro, yen, and pound deposits are paused, but Bitfinex expects the situation to normalize within a week, he says. Article goes on to say here, why is HSBC accommodating Bitfinex? As one of the oldest cryptocurrency exchanges, Bitfinex has experienced some of the most difficult challenges an exchange could face, particularly before major cryptocurrency markets like Japan, South Korea, and the US offer clarity on cryptocurrency regulation. The exchange's conflict with Taiwanese banks is well documented, and in April of 2017, Bitfinex initiated a lawsuit against Wells Fargo, a US-based banking giant, for blocking deposits to their banking account of Bitfinex and disrupting operations of the business. Bitfinex said about that situation that the decision to initiate legal action is because we cannot allow precedents in this industry where clearinghouses can disrupt businesses that are by all metrics complying with the rules in place. If we allow them to simply flip a switch and disrupt business, then there becomes a precedent in the Bitcoin community beyond just Bitfinex. So we believe it is appropriate time to take action. Article goes on to say here, since then, Bitfinex has moved out of Taiwan and relocated to the Caribbean. And in May, Bloomberg reported that the exchange partnered with Noble Bank to process transactions sent by its clients. However, Noble Bank has announced to file for bankruptcy following an in-principle deal to restructure debt in January. And with that, the only banking partner of Bitfinex vanished. Well, I think they actually left before that whole thing went down. This HSBC partnership was probably in the makes, and it's just now being announced. So it says here, HSBC is really the first proper banking partner Bitfinex has obtained since Wells Fargo in 2017. If the deal between Bitfinex and HSBC can be sustained throughout the long term, it will be a level of stability to the operations of Bitfinex, which the exchange failed to secure in the past 4 years. The article goes on to say here that given the $200 million daily trading volume of Bitfinex and the amount of fiat deposits the exchange receives from its international customers, it is not possible for the exchange to unilaterally announce the dependence on HSBC as a banking partner through a private banking account. It is highly probable that the exchange, with strict KYC and AML requirements, obtain the banking service of HSBC through a strictly regulated channel. And the article finally sums everything up by saying, already most exchanges in the major markets like Japan and South Korea have obtained banking services by large financial institutions and commercial banks in their respective countries. If Bitfinex can sustain this partnership with HSBC, it will have a positive impact on the stability of the crypto markets, and I have to agree with that. I definitely think this is a very good show of confidence for the community, because it's been so much drama around Bitfinex, Tether, and their solvency or insolvency, and so I think this is huge. And this will definitely, or should, put to rest many of the rumors. I know some people out there that get a narrative and they just stick to it. And it's just how us as humans can become, and also how this crypto is crypto. I haven't seen the level of severity of this in any other industry yet, but crypto is definitely, once that rumor mill gets going, people tend to never change their position on it. At least publicly. They may privately, but they don't do that publicly. So you guys let me know your thoughts on this. I think this is huge. Both stories, honestly, Tron and Bitfinex landing HSBC as a partner. That is big. That is big. You guys let me know your thoughts about that. Will that help the crypto community in general? But again, I want you guys to like and subscribe. Click that bell if you are subscribing. And also share this video, guys. And that's pretty much it for today. That's my 2 Satoshis. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and I'm out. Holla!